We have to warn you, these videos coming out of Ukraine are graphic and may be hard to watch, like this one. It shows a high-rise apartment building in Ukraine's capital. On Saturday, this happened. It was hit by a Russian missile, leaving a huge gash in the building's side. Ukrainian authorities say that strike killed 2 people. There was also this video over the weekend that appears to show a military vehicle running over a civilian car twice. Onlookers rushed to help and rescue the guy inside that car, who miraculously survived. And on Monday, Ukrainian officials accused Russians of targeting this residential neighborhood in the country's second largest city. All of this has triggered a massive refugee crisis. The UN says some 500,000 people have been pouring out of the country as families are broken apart. Ukraine has forbidden any men of fighting age to leave the country. A temp of fighting age to...
Shalom, shalom, call HALAL, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, Barakatham to you brothers and sisters out there. Amen. Hey, prepare for war. We in that time, all right? My name is Abba from the Prophets in Babylon camp down here in Tampa, Florida. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach me well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. And in this video, we're going to talk a little bit about the draft, all right? Because these people in Ukraine, okay, they said talk about how they made a certain age of men stay. They weren't allowed to leave, and they gave them guns. I mean, you were forced to fight, okay? We come into that time all over the world where there's going to be drafts, man. But it's up in America, on this side, they're talking about putting you women into the draft too, okay? And a lot of y'all are already losing your minds, going on TikTok crying your eyes out because you was expecting to go there to get free college and a damn marrow, but then you find out that you about to get shit sent off to a war.
Leave the country.
So you can't even leave the country. Now let's go back here. Bear with me 1 second.
Advance.
You got this silly ass Jake.
About 20 minutes outside of the city, where I'm with about 15 men who decided to answer their government's call to protect their country. They took up arms. Right now, their job is very simple: to make sure that no saboteurs are entering the city or exiting the city to other towns and shooting at their arms. Now,
Jake is over here, in the middle of a conflict that has absolutely nothing to do with him while you still in captivity. And this is just a job, I would have got the fuck up out of there. But this man is risking his life for nothing because Jake is a fool, okay? You majority of people says you are wise to do evil, man. Sottish, very foolish people.
Forces today, I was witness to this.
Now look at this, man. Everyday Ukrainians taking up arms against Russia. They got these little women and children. I just did a video not too long ago about how they had old ladies and little Jake kids out there. This is madness, man. But it shows you the time we in, where you ain't gonna be thinking about going to school or going to college or getting married or having kids. You're gonna be thinking about whether or not you're gonna survive this damn war tonight, man. Okay, is you gonna make it to see the next day? Okay, because all hell is, hey man, we in that time where all hell is breaking loose, and it's only about to get worse out here, man. Okay, you ain't gonna be able to you got these women all of a sudden they trying to they laughing about it, but now all of a sudden they want equality. Now all of a sudden they joking about being willing to be in the kitchen and be a wife and talking about trying to have a baby and get married and all this stuff. Now all of a sudden they want to do all this stuff, but when they had this liberty, when everything was peaches and cream, they ain't want none of that stuff. But now all of a sudden they're talking about war, and they know that they can be drafted now because they put them new laws into place over here, saying that they want to draft you women too. Okay, prepare for war.
Unit shooting and eliminating 2.
That's somebody's grandma, bro. The moment a damn flashbang go off by her ear, she gonna have a damn her ears gonna be bleeding, and she gonna give up the ghost, man. She probably not gonna get a chance to fire that weapon not once. Okay, this is not people that are fit to fight in a war.
Expected Russia's saboteurs after multiple warnings not to advance beyond where they were asked to advance. They shot into the vehicle and killed him. The police officers came, investigated.
Jake is fucking an embarrassment. Why is you on the news? Look, like he's scared for his life. He can't even keep his eyes off of, the next bomb that's about to drop. You got no business out there, man. There's a in the movie Boys in the Hood, you had Lawrence Fishburne, I think his name is. The guy that played Morpheus in the Matrix, his character, and Boys in the Hood, he said there is no place for a black man than a white man's war, okay, and a white man's military, so something of this sort, okay, and that's the truth. Because why would you go over there just to be, treated like shit? You getting treated like shit over here. You got Jakes that went to the war and they got treated like shit over there, fighting in the war for America, just to come over here and get treated like worse shit. After you don't call yourself fighting for this country, okay? You people are, if you go into this military, if you have any plans of going to the military, and if you actually go, you're not coming back, okay? You're not coming back.
And said that they suspected them of being saboteurs. That's common fear at these checkpoints, and it's something that's been going on around the city since this war began.
Terrell, the Daily Beast reports 2 of its journalists were shot in Ukraine yesterday. How concerned are you yourself about becoming a target?
Well, if you're with these people, it's a very real possibility. You do the best that you can. You make sure that you're geared up, make sure that you have your helmet on at all times. But if you decide to do this type of work, that's the risk that comes with it. There's really no ifs, ands, or buts about that.
Look at that. Ukrainian health minister, 352 people dead, and 1,684 injured in Russian invasion. All right, now from there, I'm going to go here real quick. Bear with me 1 second. I'm going to go to video I saw last night. I uploaded it on here. So if you want to go watch it, you can go watch it. But look at Eve.
Here for that, I'm not addressing any of that. Okay, but then, it's just like, okay. I really hated how people are so insensitive, especially and it's the civilians, but they're so insensitive to what military people really go through. This is my first term, and it's y'all, what makes me so mad is y'all are so insensitive. Y'all want to talk about, oh, this is what you signed up for, this is what nobody goes into the military wanting to go to war, thinking they're going to go to war. I'm financed, for crying out loud. Nobody
I'm financed. So you would have signed them papers just for the benefits? That's Jake, man. That's how you know how people are destroyed. You'll go sign your life over for some benefits, man. For some benefits that ain't even promised to you. Majority of people don't even get them benefits, man. But now it's time to go to war. You scripture says to measure the time diligently and that stuff. You should know. If you done join the military, okay, or call yourself going to war anytime soon, you obviously ain't measured the time diligently. You ain't see what's going on around you. You ain't been measured. You ain't been in these scriptures looking at these prophecies. World War III about to break off, man. Okay, they about to. And a lot of you niggas about to die, man. Okay, a lot of y'all about to go over there and be turned into topsoil. All right, if you join this military, and then you also got the drafting, man. Okay. Like I said, this video's on my channel. Let me go to grab some scripts real quick. Joel chapter 3 verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I am strong. So ain't no more, farming, for pruning hook and a plowshare or farming tools, man. You're going to beat those tools into weapons. Okay, you got people, grandmas are supposed to be, farming, raising up grandchildren. You got the grandma and the grandchildren out there about to get ready to fight in the war, to fight against Russia, against an actual army. Okay. Showing you that, this is all just leading up to ultimately World War III, thermonuclear destruction. And really all these people are about to die in vain, man. Okay, a lot of you people about to die in vain. There's going to be a great death going throughout the earth. It says, assemble yourselves together and come all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither, cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit and judge all the heathen round about. So this is ultimately going to lead up to all these nations getting involved. And you're already hearing about this. You got Russia saying that anybody who gets involved with whether it's NATO or the US or anybody else who get involved with this conflict, and they're going to send, it's a thermal, it's a nuclear alert. Okay, this man has already put out all his nuclear submarines. He has released all his nuclear submarines into the ocean. Okay, so we are in line now. This ain't gonna happen. This ain't all. Listen, prophecy still gotta be fulfilled, but they can, bring out this damn, they already got an infrastructure in place. They can bring out this MOTB and fucking tonight. Okay, and then it's over, man. All right. Let me see. So scripture I wanted to grab real quick. This is all through the spirit. I'm on my break, so bear with me. I couldn't wait to get home for this one, man. But it says, and like I said, you got this guy Biden about to do a speech today. See what he gonna say. But let me grab this. Here we go. Bear with me 1 second. I'm trying to grab a particular scripture. Here we go. Second Ezra chapter 16, verse. I'm gonna start at verse 18. It says, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars. We are at the beginning of wars right now. And the power shall stand in fear, and the beginning of evils. What shall I do then in these things, when these things shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. Meaning, a scourge is like, how somebody was to get whipped. That's a scourge, and a sent for an amendment. The Lord is doing this for a purpose, man. The Lord is about to make a statement on this earth. Okay. It says, but for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon the earth, and they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. So right now, you got these victuals, these deals still going on, these sales still going on. And people think, oh yeah, well, no, we're not doing too bad. Well, we got a lot of these, situations where that's happening. These people are, liquidating their businesses, man. They see that, outside that window, outside those windows be darkened, man. There is no future for America. Okay. Putin really wants to go at it with America, man. The whole world does, really. Okay. And somehow America's going to get worked up in the way of all this to where everybody's going to be looking at America and put the blame on America. Okay. And then ultimately send missiles and blow up America. It says, verse 22, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. A lot of y'all going to get sent out to the wars. Remember that. Okay. It says, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. You got these cities now. Hey, a great example is the movie I Am Legend. Okay. When he was in that city was cast down. It was, he was talking to damn mannequins and shit, man. Why? Because everybody was dead. Okay, or damn night crawlers. We coming into that time, man. Okay, real life is about to be a fucking horror movie. All right. It says, verse 24, there shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. Why? Because they're gonna die. They're gonna die in the wars when they get drafted. They're gonna die in the civil wars. On this side, they're gonna die in the protests. The clashes, the famines. Trying to save their families. You got people that's gonna be praying upon women and children in that time. And if you got a man that's not a man of the Lord, his ass gonna get put to death. And the woman and the kids gonna be taken and shared. It says 26, the grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all the places shall be desolate of men, so that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. We come into a time where it's gonna be so much death. You gonna be wishing you can hear somebody else talking. You're gonna be wishing to just have a companion, somebody to talk to. Okay, like I said in the movie I Am Legend, when he was talking to those damn mannequins. Okay, for of a city there shall be 10, and 2 of the field, which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the clefts of the rocks, and as in the orchard, as an orchard of olives, upon every tree there are left 3 or 4 olives. And as when a vineyard is gathered, there are left some clusters of them that diligently seek through the vineyard. Even so, in those days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword. And the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travail therethrough. Here's the point. The virgin shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The woman shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. Why? Because they're going to die. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. There you go. In the wars, man. Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHWASHI. Now let me grab this real quick. Because when you join that military, man, you have you're pretty much on you, man. All right, Isaiah, you are property of the American government. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. So if you in that military, if you plan on going to the military, and you stay over there, if you don't get up out of there, you're gonna be thrust through. You're gonna be destroyed with them. Okay, a great death instruction is coming. A draft is coming. If you come to a draft where they ask you, hey, you want to get drafted? Hey, man, say no. Say no. You might have to go to prison or whatever it may be. Do what you got to do, but do not go to that war, man. All right? Because, hey, we're coming into a time where, believe it or not, great death and destruction is coming. People going to start dropping like flies, man. A lot of people going to go over some wars and they're going to die. They ain't coming back. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to say Shalom, Kwame Estrella, Papa Paul. Why do Yahweh BAHASHAM respect do this lesson? Get back to the work, man. Shalom.